Welcome to SVG-TV's news for Friday, July 29th, 2022. I'm Triska Campbell with the details. The Unity Labour Party, the ULP, is finalizing plans for the hosting of its 25th National Convention this Sunday. The convention is set to be held at the Camlin Park Secondary School. A Prime Minister and political leader of the party, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, says important issues will be addressed at the convention. He adds that the convention will focus on uplifting the ULP General Secretary, Senator Julian Francis, who suffered a stroke last Sunday and is currently hospitalized in Barbados.
And the theme for the convention, ULP convention, is strengthen the party, build our nation. And given Julian's illness and given his centrality to the party as General Secretary since October the 16th, 1994, at 28 years, almost Johnny P, long time. And at that party convention, another theme is solidarity with Julian, uplifting Julian.
Okay.
So strengthen the party, build our nation, and solidarity with Julian, uplift him. And we'd uplift him in song and prayers. So it should be a very beautiful event. And well, coming out of that, there would be important governmental issues. And one of them, which has implication in governance, is that yours truly, Comrade Ralph, would be re-elected unopposed for another 2-year term as political leader of the Unity Labour Party.
Earlier this week, Prime Minister Gonsalves revealed that he will lead the ULP into the 2025 general elections as the position of party leader is uncontested. Funded Volcano Eruption Emergency Project VEEP will allow governments to roll out recovery programs across a number of ministries, including agriculture and social development. Speaking during the launch of the VEEP project, Minister of Finance Camilla Gonsalves says SVG suffered around $635 million in damage during the eruptions of La Soufrière volcano last year, and the $113 million EC project will be used to assist those who were impacted.
Divvied up between some early response and early recovery initiatives, and then restoration of critical services and infrastructure, and capacity building and preparation for future disasters. And it's a very well balanced and well coordinated program. The World Bank, Minister Brewster, Roxanne and Ricky and the team came up with the cash transfer program by debit card. So now, seamlessly, people get the support, and the support is based on a variety of factors. There's means tested and size of your family and other things. Monthly and automatically on their card. And then they can go at their convenience and withdraw $50, $100, $500, $600, depending on what it is, and use that money to address the needs that they have. Obviously, it can't keep them by itself afloat, but it's a significant contribution to the lives and livelihoods of people. And we started by saying it would be $11.5 million. It looks like we're going to end up closer to $12 million for this component.
In the agriculture sector, Minister Gonsalves says the project will focus on increasing the livestock count and the repairing of fisheries centers.
Work for artificial insemination to build back the stock. There's work for the reconstruction of some of these laboratories and to build capacity. There's work on fishery centers, because we know OER in the north is a major fishery center, and we know that fishing was negatively affected. The data bear out that fish landings decreased and declined as fisherfolk had to evacuate themselves and infrastructure was damaged. And we also know that the quickest way to get some food on someone's table, instead of waiting 9 months for your crop to grow, is to put a fishing boat in the water and you can get some protein a lot more quickly than to raise a cow from a calf and do that way. You can go and catch a couple lobster and a couple snapper. And so there are resources in here, not just for on-land agriculture that was affected, but in food security responses to the fishing program.
Minister Gonzalez explained that the VEEP project will also fund cleanup and debushing initiatives for areas in the red and orange zones of the island.
For example, what we call the Labor Intensive Temporary Employment Program. That acronym is LIGHT. We know in St. Vincent and the Grenadines that a very important part of our resilience, maintenance of resilience, is when we send these crews of people out onto the roads to help to prune bushes and clear drains, and they call it a debushing program, they call them road gangs, whatever the names are. We know that twice a year we have to do that, to clear drains, to trim bushes, to remove boulders that have fallen downhill. And there is a similar program within the VEEP, because those areas in the north, once you've cleared the main roads, you realize that there are challenges that you still have with drainage, with debris, with boulders, with fallen trees, and all of these aspects. A fallen tree is a missile, is a battering ram if it's coming downhill on a river of ash and water. And the drains have to be clear so that water can go away effectively.
The Economic Planning Division in the Ministry of Finance encountered a number of challenges in trying to implement the Volcanic Eruption Emergency Project VEEP. This was revealed by the director of the division, Ricardo Frederick, as he delivered the welcome remarks at the project's launch this week. Frederick says planning for the project began in May 2021 after the eruption of La Soufrière, and the implementation of plans were significantly hindered by the global COVID-19 pandemic.
The design of the project came at a time when there were many challenges at the Economic Planning Division, including the procurement of equipment and supplies for the Ministry of Health to fight the COVID-19 disease, the procurement of food and other supplies for NEMO and the Ministry of National Mobilization for the thousands of persons displaced as a result of the volcanic eruptions, and searching the globe to find and procure tablet devices for the Ministry of Education to facilitate virtual learning by students.
Fredericks revealed they were able to overcome these challenges and negotiate funding with the World Bank in record time.
Develop and negotiate an excellent project in record time. By December of 2021, the project became effective. We had designed a project that will build back better critical services with a duration of 5 years, with resources of $42 million US, $40 billion from the World Bank as a soft loan, and $2 million from the EU as a grant. The project is multi-sectoral in nature and was designed to respond to the challenges with respect to agriculture, the supply of potable water, social protection, infrastructure development, early preparation for natural hazards, and to address capacity limitations at NEMO in response to emergencies.
Caliocor fisherman Nelson Maguire is the first beneficiary of the newly launched fleet expansion program. Maguire received a Yamaha 85 horsepower boat engine valued at $27,900. During the handing over ceremony at the Fisheries Conference Room, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Saboja Caesar noted that with the increase in demand for fish, it is critical to guarantee that vessels are fully equipped to harness available resources.
That in the aggregate, we will be able to have a demand for approximately $100 million worth of fish to be exported and other marine products from St. Vincent and the Grenadines on an annual basis. If you disaggregate it, Rainforest alone has said that at a minimum they can purchase $20 million worth of fish on an annual basis, and there is need to satisfy the food security concerns, which is significant in terms of, because we consume large quantities of fish in the country. There's the demand which is existing in the hospitality industry, and the coming on stream of several hotels will definitely increase the demand for fish and other marine products. It must be an exciting time to be the Chief Fisheries Officer in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I want to commend her for her hard work, dedication, and most importantly, a very important virtue that she has, the virtue of patience.
The Agriculture Minister says he hopes for further collaboration between the Kingston Cooperative Credit Union Limited, KCCU, and the Fisherman, and that the Fisherman would regard this program as a stepping stone toward upgrading fishing trawlers.
I want to thank the Kingston Cooperative Credit Union for the work that they continue to do with the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I also wish to congratulate Mr. Maguire for being an excellent partner, because he did not come to the process simply relying on the government and KCCU to finance the entire engine. In fact, he has established what may go down as a best practice, whereby he brought a check for $10,000. The engine is $27,900, and he brought a check for $10,000 as a part of his input, and that is definitely well received, and we are encouraging all other persons who are coming to the program. The government is ensuring that the 20% is there. KCCU is assisting with a significant portion of the financing, but we would like for you to see what input you can make in the process.
The minister also revealed that Cabinet has resolved to pursue the signing of memorandums of understanding with the various Caribbean countries interested in transshipping fishing through St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This approach will be taken to ensure that the requisite monitoring and reporting mechanisms are in place to satisfy global standards as we collectively fight against illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing.
Of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Cabinet has already agreed that we must pursue a course of signing memorandum of understandings with the various countries wishing to transship fish through St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And this is to ensure that we have the proper monitoring and reporting mechanisms in place to meet the global standards as we all fight against illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. I know that this is going to bring significant excitement this morning when it goes out into the different communities and the fishing villages, that the first person, Mr. Maguire, that he has received his engine.
Fisherman Nelson Maguire thanked the ministry and the KCCU for the establishment of the program. He also encouraged other fishermen to join the program as it has shown to be beneficial.
I am here this morning to thank the Ministry of Fisheries and Agriculture for their hard work and going this extra mile to bring such a good equipment for me to make my livelihood at sea. I want to thank the minister for doing all what he have done. The fishery officer have got the extra mile to get me back on my feet. The Minister of Agriculture, Mr. John, have do his very best. I think he did not sleep at this time. In my time, he was working day and night just to get me back in the ocean.
In June, the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, Fisheries, Rural Transformation, Industry and Labor, in collaboration with the Kingston Cooperative Credit Union Limited, KCCU, launched the Fleet Expansion Program. To propose of this program is to improve the fishing vessels in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, allowing fisheries stakeholders to better capitalize on the opportunities given by the blue economy. As St. Vincent and the Grenadines joins its Caribbean counterparts to celebrate Emancipation Day on August 1st, a month of activities is being launched under the theme Embracing Our Past, Forging Ahead into the Future. Speaking in an interview with the API on the morning program, Assistant Coordinator of the Cultural and Creative Industries, Orlando Bomani Charles, outlined some of the activities planned for this month. Celebrations kicked off this morning in Kingstown with an exhibition of art and craft which represents the heritage of SVG.
Heritage. So from around 9:30 this morning, persons can make their way down to Heritage Square, where there will be various exhibitions of arts and crafts from people, some of our top producers in that area, Jazzy's Natural, Camara Tea, old-fashioned products, Afro Chips, SVG. So we're setting up a sort of
Is a wide range
of products down there, sort of a village where you can pass through any time during the day from about 10:30. Sorry, about 9:30.
9:30 this morning.
This morning.
And they can be there all day.
And they'll be there all day.
And these items are available for purchase.
These items are available for purchase. Some may have samples, but we're encouraging persons to patronize the local product. Purchase the samples. And from 3 o'clock, we are having a cultural procession, a parade. Various cultural groups, organizations, boom drums, dancers.
Head of the Emancipation Day Committee and Cultural Officer Sean Fredericks is inviting the Vincentian public to be a part of all the Emancipation Day activities.
This Sunday, July 31st, the Diamonds Village Community, there's an organization there called Diamond Nights. They, for many years, been having a cultural week. We added a cultural walk and week element to it.
That's interesting.
The entire community comes out, walk around the village, and then they meet about the building around the square where they would have some short speeches. And I think they honor, and this was done by, under the guidance of Mr. Oscar Allen.
Yes.
And the community has agreed to continue to do this activity, and now we're in collaboration with the department. So this happens from around 10 p.m. at night, and then we wait around until we get closer to midnight, and then that's when we get candles and we sing our sankeys, and then we start walking, and then it's a vibe after that.
The Malicious Way Brothers, an international band with Vincentian roots, will be hosting a month-long intensive program in St. Vincent and the Grenadines from next month. The TBN Gold Mine 5K Family Walk and Run events, a hike, a one-week music intensive, a marine tour, the Gold Mine Youth Symposium, and a community concert in Union Island, and the climax with a Gold Mine Concert Gala from August 6th to August 21st. Speaking on the API morning program, the Malicious Way Brothers say that the intensive program is intended to inspire and motivate Vincentian people.
Come back and do the Gold Mine Summer Intensive because we wanna just give back to the community and to our home peoples, and not only that, but we want to give back. We want to use our music to give back and hopefully just share a bit of the gold mine story, our gold mine story, with them, and maybe share a little bit about what it takes, or like just what it takes to find what you're good at and start helping people, the people around you. But yeah, ultimately we just want to come back and just share with everyone that it's not really about being cocky, or it's about just sharing what you have. And that's what we want to do. We want to come in August to just share the goldmine story and hopefully inspire.
The brothers are calling on the Vincentian community to get involved in the activities.
Mark, and talking about the community, we always want to, involve the community in the things that we do at the gold mine. And the 5K run that we're doing, we want families to come out. It's a family event, and we just want to bring people out, and just see that running is something that I guess is very it's easy for us now, but it used to be difficult, and that if you bring people together, it influences people to do something that's difficult, and we just want to inspire people to do more of that, do the difficult things, so that it improves the work ethic of people. So
local psychologist Dr. Joselle Miller is encouraging Vincentians not to isolate themselves and to build solid support networks. Dr. Miller shared the advice while speaking on NBC Radio's face-to-face program. She notes persons are becoming more and more comfortable with isolating themselves based on past experiences, and she warns that this is a bad practice.
We hear persons say that, I don't have a lot of friends, I don't keep friends, I'm a loner, and they say all of these things based probably on past experiences, maybe issues of betrayal, disappointment, and we tend to think that we are good without having people in our lives, but social support is a necessary requirement for living, that we all need to have, whether family, friends, we need to have persons within our lives that can be there as a form of support, that can help us through some of the more difficult times of our lives, be there to help celebrate the good times in our life.
Dr. Miller notes the importance of assessing the quality of people in their lives to ensure they have a dependable team to rely on when life gets hard.
Of the environment that you're in. So it's also always very important for us to take the time to really assess the people in our lives, to assess the quality of the networks we have, because sometimes it is only when our backs are against the wall, sometimes we realize that, okay, no, I really don't have anyone, because we think by virtue of having a large acquaintance pool, and I guess social media has done this, where a lot of persons might have a lot of friends on Facebook, Instagram, or followers as they call them and all that, and you feel somewhat comforted that there are a lot of persons checking in, there are a lot of persons who liking stuff that you have and whatever, but when there's somebody there, you realize sometimes that I don't have a number to call, and even if I do call a couple numbers, I may not get that reliable response, and those are the moments when disappointment sets in. Those are the moments when persons begin to feel betrayed, and then they internalize a lot of things against themselves, thinking that, that they are unworthy, that persons don't like them, and all of these negative things. So as you go along in your life, you have to assess the quality of the friendships you have, and in assessing the quality of your friendship, assess yourself as a friend, because oftentimes we want good quality things or people, but we are not quality for others.